I wanted to do a haul of all the books that I bought recently, which I bought over the year. Um, there might be more, actually, that I'll go get later on because they're in a bookshelf and they're kind of, I don't want to like take them out. Uh, but these are all the books that I got recently. Some I got from used bookstore, others I got online, but mostly they're from used bookstores or thrift stores, which usually is where I find my books for like really cheap. So the first book, one of the first books that I bought this year, was Stephen King books. I also have Misery. I was never really into like horror. Well, I always kind of liked horror, but not as much as like I thought. Or I thought I didn't like it as much as I did, but I really, really like horror now. But my best friend, who is basically, let's just say, scared of pretty much anything that is horror-esque, she had told me about this book after trying to make me read her favorite book. Well, not her favorite book, but like the one that scared her growing up while in school. So she was like, my mom read Cujo and she loved it. So I was like, okay, sure, I'll read it. I read it as audiobook and I loved it. So I bought a physical copy as soon as I got money for buying books, obviously. And then in the same order online, I got Fairy Tale. I loved it. It was Twisted Fairy Tales, and I've seen reviews that people were like slow, but I enjoyed it. Like I really did. I didn't. Maybe the main character was a bit annoying, but I loved this book. But my favorite one that I read this year, Misery. I did not think I was gonna love this as much as I did, and I just really did. I don't know if it's because it's the story of a writer getting kidnapped by a crazy lady or what, but I just really, really loved it. It was intense, and that's what I liked. And then I got Eve, which is one of the novelization of X-Files. So it's like episode 8 or 9 of season 1. I'm not entirely sure. It's probably said somewhere, but I don't know where exactly, which season it is, but anyway. I know it's from one of the seasons, so. And Eve is one of my favorite episodes, so I had to, like, get the novelization, even though I know the episode by heart. Then, here, I got book 2 in the Will Gandhi series, Le Passage Intemporel, which is by Louis Limburner, and it's like the second one in the series, and I wanted to read this for years. I met him a long time ago, kind of wanted to read these books. They're fantasy, and they're like cozy, sort of. They feel cozy to me. Like, they're not necessarily cozy fantasy, but they feel cozy to me. And I got 2 books in the series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket, or David Handler. Daniel Handler? Anyway, his name, something like that. It's the Wide Window, which is book 3, and The Reptile Room, which is book 2. And they're the hardcovers. I like this. I'm trying to collect all of them, and I'm missing 2. Just 2 in the entire series, and I have them all in all different editions, but that's fine with me. I have also Vixen 3 by Clive Cussler, which is in the same series as his book Sahara, which got like a movie a few years ago, like in 2010 or earlier than that. I actually enjoyed, after I read the book Sahara, I enjoyed them. They can be a little bit sexist because, I mean, main character's a guy and the author's a guy, but I really like the little adventures and all of that they go on, and I love the characters. So, I don't mind. And it also has, like, action stuff as action-packed, and I love it. So, this is one that I need to read. I did not read it yet. And I got Wonder by R.J. Palacio, I think. I don't know how. I cannot read cursive properly. But yeah, I wanted to read this for a long time. Actually, when I found it in the bookstore, I was like, used bookstore. I was surprised. And sadly, though, it's a French version, but I don't mind. I mean, I'll read it anyway, it's just gonna take longer. And then the last one from the same used bookstore that I got Wander and the Lemony Snicket books and the X-File book. I also got this one, Une Flamme pour l'amour by Nicholas Sparks, which is A Bend in the Road, but the French version. And yeah, I got those books all for like... This one was the most expensive one of all the books I got from the website. Not a website, the used bookstore. But like, for like 5 books, it can cost like $10 or less, depending on the pricing of them. But yeah, this one was the most expensive one. But yeah, these are all the books that I got recently. No, it's not. I got some more. I will go get them to show. So, the other books that I got, I'm going to show them in order. And they're all from the same series, which they are. One of them just fell. They're all falling. They're the Nancy Drew books by Caroline Keene. Is that her name? Yeah, Caroline Keene. I know their pen names, so it's different authors all the time. And you can kind of see it as you read them. The writing style is a bit different. But I got The Secret of the Old Attic. I just finished this one recently. That was book 21. And then I got The Clue in the Crumbling Wall, which is 22. I got a 23rd one, Mystery at the Tolling Bell, of the Tolling Bell. And these books are all like from the same edition, and I got them for like really cheap. Usually a pack of 10 of these are like $70, but on the store that I went to, surprisingly, they were like $10 for 10 of them. And they're in English, which is kind of weird, because in that area where I live, there's not a lot of English people, so finding these in an French store was surprising. And then The Clue in the Old Album, which is book 24. I think the reason why these books were at that store for so cheap is because there's not that much English people. But I'm surprised because Nancy Drew is like a really popular series that a lot of people have read. And then The Ghost of Blackwood Hall. This is the one I'm really interested in reading, because I'm kind of curious to see if it was one that inspired the video game, because some of them inspired video games. And then The Clue in the Leaning Chimney. The Secret of the Woodland Lady, sorry. It's kind of hard to read them from back. The Clue in the Black Keys. The Clue of the Black Keys, sorry. And then, lastly, the 2, Mystery at the Ski Jump. And The Clue of the Velvet Mask. So yeah, these are all the books that I recently got. Maybe I got more, maybe I don't. I do not remember buying some more. Because yeah, these are mostly all the books that I got recently. So I just wanted to share it online with people and just for fun. And especially to that one friend that requested me doing videos again. Which, yeah, sorry if they're cringe.